You wake up on a Tuesday morning in your London flat, and everything feels normal. You shower, dress in your work clothes, make a cup of tea. You've been at the marketing firm for 6 years now. Solid performer, decent salary. You scroll through your phone while the kettle boils, completely unaware that in less than 3 hours, your entire life is about to change. Your manager has scheduled an unusual meeting for 9 o'clock. Just you, him, and HR. You don't think much of it. Maybe it's a promotion. Maybe it's feedback on the campaign you finished last week. You arrive at the office early, grab a coffee, settle at your desk. Your colleagues chat around you about their weekends. You reply automatically, but part of you is already wondering what this meeting is about. 9 o'clock comes. You walk into the conference room. The HR manager is there with a box of tissues and a serious expression. Your manager won't make eye contact. In the next 5 minutes, you'll hear the words redundancy, restructuring, and final paycheck. Your stomach drops. This is real. This is happening to you. And if you're watching this because you're scared it might happen to you, or because it already has, please subscribe to this channel. We're going to walk through this together, and there are real solutions on the other side. The redundancy meeting lasts 45 minutes. You sign paperwork you don't fully read. They explain your statutory entitlements. 1 month's notice, or pay in lieu. 4 weeks of holiday pay owed. Your final salary will be deposited Friday. You nod and say nothing. Your voice feels like it belongs to someone else. They ask if you have questions. You don't. Or rather, you have 1,000 questions, but none that anyone in this room can answer. Like, how will you pay your rent? What do you tell your family? How long will your savings last? Back at your desk, you pack a cardboard box. Your colleagues avoid you. Redundancy is contagious in their minds, something that might spread if they look at you too long. You take the photo from your desk, your favorite mug, a notebook. You don't take much. You don't feel like you belong here anymore. The walk to the tube is the longest walk of your life. Outside, London looks exactly the same as it did this morning. Same gray sky, same rushing people. But you're no longer one of them. Friday comes. You check your bank account obsessively. The final payment arrives at 8:30 in the morning. £2,314. It's a number that should feel substantial. It isn't. You do the maths in your head. Rent is £1,200. Council tax is £140. Utilities, groceries, phone, internet. You're looking at nearly £2,000 before you've eaten a single meal or gone anywhere. You have maybe 6 weeks if you're extremely careful. 6 weeks before the real panic begins. You don't sleep well that night. By Monday, you've applied to 7 positions, all of them junior to your old role, all of them paying less. You tell yourself that's fine. You tell yourself you'll find something quickly. People always do, don't they? By Wednesday, you've had 2 rejections, generic emails. We've decided to move forward with other candidates. You've read those emails 100 times in your career without really feeling them. Now they feel like personal failures. By Friday, you're applying to jobs you're overqualified for. By the following Tuesday, you've applied to 30 positions. You've had 33 rejections. You've learned that rejection comes in many forms. Some are polite. Some are cruel. Some don't respond at all, leaving you in a purgatory of not knowing. You sit at your kitchen table one afternoon, laptop open, and you realize something. The jobs you want don't want you. Not because you're not good enough, but because there are 50 other people just like you, applying for the same role, and each of them has a story, a mortgage, a reason they desperately need it. You start lowering your standards. You apply for administrative work. You apply for customer service. You apply for things that make you feel like you're erasing 6 years of experience. And still, the rejections come. 2 months after your redundancy, you're standing in the job center, registering for universal credit. The building smells like desperation and disinfectant. You sit across from a young man behind a plastic screen, and you answer questions about your circumstances. He's efficient, not unkind, just matter of fact. You're eligible. It will take 14 days to process. In the meantime, you'll receive £131 per week, paid into your account. You do the maths. That's barely enough for groceries. The man tells you that you're required to apply for a minimum of 10 jobs per week, attend mandatory appointments, and keep all your evidence. You agree. You have no choice. You leave the job center feeling both relieved and ashamed. Relief because at least there's something. Shame because you never thought you'd be here. 3 months in, you're into your savings. You've paid 3 months of rent from the redundancy payout and universal credit combined. Your bank balance has dropped to £780. You're applying for jobs every single day now. You're attending interviews for positions that would have felt insulting 6 months ago. You're smiling through calls with recruiters who are less interested in your background than in filling positions. You're competing against younger people who will work for less. You're competing against people more desperate than you. You're losing. One afternoon, you're scrolling through a recruitment website and you see a post for warehouse work. No experience necessary. Immediate start. £12 an hour. 50 hours per week. You hesitate. Then you click apply. Within 2 hours, they call. They want you to start Monday. You say yes before you can change your mind. That Monday, you put on work clothes you've never owned before. Dark trousers, a gray polo shirt, safety shoes. You stand in a warehouse in Slough at 6 a.m, waiting to be assigned your station. Around you are 40 other people, some young, some your age, some older. You're all here because you need money. That's the only thing that matters now. The work is simple and exhausting. You scan packages, you move boxes. Your back hurts by hour 3. By hour 8, it hurts everywhere. You make £12 an hour. After tax, it's closer to £9.50. You do the maths. 50 hours a week. That's £475. It's not enough, but it's something. It's a paycheck. It's dignity of a sort. You work there for 2 months. You don't hate it. You don't enjoy it. You exist in it. Your savings are almost gone now. You have maybe 2 months of rent left if you stop spending on anything else. No new clothes. No coffee. You're applying for jobs in the evenings, after your warehouse shift, on your phone, sitting on your bed. You're applying for positions that might pay £12.50 an hour. You're applying for anything. And the rejection machine keeps running. One evening while scrolling through job postings, you see an advert for a community enterprise offering free business retraining. 6 weeks, part-time in the evenings. Digital marketing skills for small businesses, freelance pathway. It's free because it's funded by the government. You apply immediately. You're interviewed by a woman named Sarah, who listens to your story without pity. She tells you that many of the people on her course have been exactly where you are. She tells you that the skills they'll teach you are in high demand. She tells you that some of her graduates are now earning more than they did before they were made redundant. You want to believe her. You sign up. The course starts the following Monday. Suddenly, you have structure again. You work your warehouse shift, you come home, shower, eat something quick. 3 times a week, you travel to a community center in East London and spend 3 hours learning WordPress, email marketing, Google Ads, social media strategy. There are 12 people in your cohort. Everyone has a story. Everyone is terrified. But everyone is also trying. Your instructor, Mark, is patient. He's also brutally honest about the market. You won't compete on salary against agencies, he tells you. You'll compete on service, relationships, and speed. Businesses need freelancers who are reliable and responsive. If you can be that, you can charge premium rates. Something clicks in you. For the first time since your redundancy, you're not just applying for jobs, you're building something. In week 3 of the course, you create a basic website. In week 4, you reach out to 5 small businesses in your area. A coffee shop, a yoga studio, a plumber, a therapist, a dog groomer. You offer a free social media audit. 3 of them respond. 2 agree to meet with you. 1 agrees to hire you on a trial basis, 10 hours per week, managing their Instagram account for £150 per week. It's not much, but it's yours. You're setting your own rate. You're building something. By week 6 of the course, you've got 3 clients. You're earning £320 per week from freelance work. You've quit the warehouse. Your savings are gone, but you're no longer just surviving on universal credit and shame. You're working, you're earning, you're building. 6 months later, you've got 12 clients. You're earning £2,000 per month. You've moved to a smaller flat to reduce costs while you build, but you own your time now. You're not waiting for someone to decide your fate in a redundancy meeting. You're deciding it yourself. A year later, you realize you need help. You've got too many clients. You're turning work away. You hire your first contractor, someone like you, trying to rebuild. Then you hire a second, then a third. 18 months after your redundancy, you're running a small digital marketing agency with 4 contractors and a waiting list of clients. You've hired a bookkeeper, you're paying yourself a salary, and profit sharing. You're building something that didn't exist before. And here's the thing that nobody tells you about unemployment. It's not just a valley you fall into and climb out of. It's a transformation. You've been broken down and rebuilt. You've learned humility and resilience. You've learned that your worth isn't defined by your job title. You've learned that you can build. You've learned that failure isn't permanent. So if you're watching this because you're scared or you're in it right now, know this: the story doesn't end in the rejection loop. The story doesn't end in the warehouse. The story goes on. And like this video, it might surprise you. If this story resonates with you, please hit like. So many of you are facing this right now, and knowing that this message is reaching people makes all the difference. And I'd genuinely love to hear from you. Are you in the middle of this journey right now? Have you been through it? What helped you most? Comment below. Let's build a community of people who understand what this feels like. And please subscribe if you haven't already. We're creating more stories like this. Real stories about real struggles and rebuilding.